So I made it to South Dakota, and I am here at the Trails End campground in Sturgis. Seems like it's probably a killer party during the motorcycle rally. There's a lot of motorcycles here already. I'm literally right on the highway. But there's showers and bathrooms. I got my camping tent. Not my backpacking tent, but my camping tent. So I'm glad I've got this big vehicle now, because between camping stuff and backpacking stuff and just junk, I needed all the room. So yeah, some crazy storms happening all around me, in Billings too. I mean, tornadoes. I saw a guy on the highway today on the interstate I-90 that his Subaru was trashed, just completely trashed from hail, like 2-inch size hail. Pretty sure there was a tornado or two that came down, but we got missed in Billings. So anyway, I'm at the northern end of the trail, so tomorrow I'll go drop off all my food boxes and a water cache for a dry area of the trail, and then that'll take me all day to do that. And then Monday I'll meet the shuttle driver and start the trail on Monday, like late morning. So yeah, yay, bye. Made it to the trailhead about 15 minutes ago. I'm about 10 minutes in, and me and another guy started at the same time, took the same shuttle. I won't see him again though. He's doing it in like 7 days. It's gonna take me like 15, so, but well on the way. My pack weighs about 33 pounds, which is a little more than I'd like, but I just can't. I can't ever get it under 30 pounds. I don't know how, if it's possible. So first break, I'm like a mile and a half in. Really pretty little area before I start climbing up out of this little wet valley. Really nice so far. My hips are doing okay so far. I wouldn't call them great, but it was expected that they wouldn't be great, so. Don't do what I did. You go across that bridge, you do not take the trail to the right. You take a left and backtrack just a little ways to this post. That's the way we want to go, towards Highland Creek Trailhead. That's where I'm going to camp tonight. 6.3 miles. So, is this poison ivy? I don't think so, because, well, it doesn't look oily or spiny. See, it's got like the little bit of purple sort. I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll find out together. Disrupting his whole world out here. I'm in a big prairie dog colony. Pretty cool. Glad I don't have to drink that. Oh, mud puddles. It looks like it's bison bath area. I think they like to take dirt baths, kind of like chickens. There's these big dirt holes all over the place. And John did warn me that sometimes one of them will lay down in the hole and be doing its thing, and you'll come around the corner and spook yourself. But being from Montana, I feel like I can't be one of those tourists who comes out here and tries to pet the bison, which obviously I'm not gonna do. But man, I think we've already had 3 people attacked by bison in Yellowstone National Park this year. I don't know if they're trying to pet them or what, but it sucks. Anyway. I am very curious as to what kind of mushrooms those used to be. This may be the strangest lunch I've ever eaten on trail. I've got an avocado, a warm pickle, a hard-boiled egg, an apple, and 2 Polish sausages. This is super weird lunch, but it was some leftover real food that I had from camping, and I didn't want to waste it, and also I wanted to try to eat as much somewhat healthy stuff. Taking a break here. Ran into a couple of guys on the trail. Their names were Scott and Sean, so I'll be able to remember that, but they're about my same pace, so we're leapfrogging back and forth. Retired teachers. One's a retired teacher, one's a retired principal, so kind of cool. My initial plan was to camp at about 6 miles, but there was about 50 bison lined up along the creek right there where I wanted to camp, so that plan got foiled. So now I'm in Custer National Park, where there is no dispersed camping, but they're also the only place that you can legally camp is French Creek Horse Camp, and that's like 14 miles. I'm at 6 right now, and that's way too far. I can't make it that far. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to disperse camp illegally, but I'll clean up after myself. Shh. We're having a little siesta on the side of the trail because it's really hot and I'm hiking farther than I wanted to, so rest. I think this is my 4th time I've taken my pack off today. Oh my god, there's a lot of raspberry plants out here. They're blooming, just finishing up blooming right now, but if you were out here during ripe season, raspberry, look at all these. Those are all, that's all raspberries. I made it to my stealth camp spot. It looks like a very frequently used stealth camp spot, so I'm not the only one. There's my tent. I've got my hammock set up. The trees are a little small through here, so I am literally sitting on the ground. But it's enough support that it feels nice, so yeah. We'll look around. I'm hoping no bison use this as a trek down to the creek. I don't want to become a rubbing post this evening, so fingers crossed.